More than 24 hours after Patrick Lyoya's funeral, local artists are using spray paint to graffiti their emotions into a Grand Rapids neighborhood mural. News Channel 3's Maria Serrano is live in studio now. And Maria, artists say the goal here is to honor Lyoya's memory after he was shot by a Grand Rapids police officer following a traffic stop on April 4th.
That's right, Erica, and I spent the afternoon in the Grand Rapids Creston neighborhood. I watched as these artists spent hours creating their paintings, and they expressed through conversation and art that they believe what happened to Patrick wasn't right. Grab, shake, spray, and paint.
This is our chance to speak what we want to say and express ourselves.
These two Grand Rapids artists are on a mission, but the mission first starts with a plan and an outline. Then they paint their emotions into art.
Today I'm choosing to make a memorial for Patrick.
Danielle Alcantara is choosing to paint a candle in remembrance of Patrick Lyoya.
That is used a lot in vigils, a white candle specifically, signify purity. And I'm gonna be in ribbons, gonna have rest in peace, Patrick. Around I'm gonna have marigolds, which is used very common in the Hispanic community for funerals.
His cousin, Pedro Robledo, says he's keeping it simple, but he's sharing a strong message. Both artists say they watched the video that shows a Grand Rapids officer shoot 26-year-old Patrick Lyoya in the back of the head after a struggle.
Just frustrated. I mean, how is disobeying a police officer the cause for a death?
No life should be taken that way. Cops need to be trained better in de-escalating situations.
As both artists finish their pieces, they say there's a message through their craft.
Unity between the Black and brown community to let him know that, hey, we're here as well and we know what you're going through.
Michigan State Police is still investigating the Lyoya case. Then it will be turned over to the Kent County prosecutor to determine if criminal charges will be filed.
A rousing service and impassioned show of support. Today, a Kalamazoo pastor and his congregation pray for Patrick Lyoya. News Channel 3's Chris Yu is joining us live in studio to explain what inspired today's gathering, Chris.
Yeah, Tricia, like Lyoya, the pastor is a refugee from Africa. In fact, he says he knew Lyoya's family well. Now, Lyoya was shot and killed by a Grand Rapids police officer early this month. So today, the pastor led a service to show support for Lyoya's family. It started with song. It then became solemn.
We came here to cry together because of our son, Patrick Lyoya.
This afternoon, Pastor Joshua Kibezi led a service at Lutheran Church of the Savior in Kalamazoo.
We are here to tell God to protect our generation.
It was to pray for the 26-year-old Lyoya, who was pulled over by a Grand Rapids police officer on April 4th for an alleged license plate violation.
No, stop. Put your hands.
Dash and body cam videos show a brief struggle before Lyoya ran away on foot. There was another more intense struggle before the officer shot and killed Lyoya.
We are asking justice. No justice. No peace. Justice for Patrick.
Pastor Kibezi told his congregation he knew Lyoya.
I was with him in Malawi as a refugee, all of us.
J'étais avec lui dans le camp de réfugiés au Malawi.
His dad, we are born in the same village.
Kibezi says Lyoya had visited him 3 weeks before he was killed.
He was working sometimes 3 jobs to help his family.
Kibezi hopes his message from today's service resonates.
It was good because we see some visitors, and it was good to finish our day crying our son. It's really tough for us. It's tough for us, but we thank Lord.
A public funeral for the 26-year-old Lyoya was held on Friday. Police have not released the name of the officer who shot him because he has yet to be charged. Michigan State Police continues to investigate.
If you need to make a 911 call, well, you might be waiting a little longer for an ambulance in West Michigan. News Channel 3's Amir Austin joining us live in the studio to tell us what's behind the delay in getting a first responder to you. Good morning, Amira.
Good morning, Hannah. The Vice President of Life Care Ambulance Service tells me they simply don't have enough staff to respond to calls as fast as they used to. He says the pool of people training to be an EMT or paramedic has dried up as people leave the industry for jobs with less hours and more pay. Life Care serves 14 counties in Michigan, including Calhoun, Kalamazoo, Branch, and St. Joseph counties. The Vice President of Life Care says they need to hire 30 to 40 more people to meet the needs of those counties. According to the Life Care website, they are offering $1,000 to $4,000 sign-on bonuses for paramedics and EMTs. In an emergency, the Vice President says fire departments can help fill the gap with medical aid if needed until an ambulance arrives. The Vice President says this is not just a problem in West Michigan, it's a statewide and nationwide issue.
It impacts every community. I don't care who's your ambulance provider. You've seen delays or extended time responses because of the having less resources available. We'll put as many ambulances on the road as we can every day based on our schedule and availability of staff.
Now, the Vice President of Life Care says they are going to be putting on a free EMT Academy. For more information about that, visit this story on our website, WWMT.com. Live in studio, Amir Austin, News Channel 3.